Would you rather have a vagina on your forehead or a load of penises on your spine like a stegosaurus? So when we were kids, obviously everyone has house parties when their parents go away, and Toby's parents went away, so he had a house party and it was the best night ever. I don't really remember much of it, but it was good. So the night panned out. I think I slept in his bathtub, and the next day everyone disappeared and I stayed behind and sort of hung out and helped him put the house back together. Quick tip for anyone that is having a house party and they don't want their parents to find out: take pictures of everything in the house that is expensive or important, and then put them in a room and shut the door and just don't open that door. And then refer to your pictures when you put it back, because I am telling you one thing now. If I went home to visit my mum and I moved one thing, she would turn around to me and say, "Why has that been moved?" Parents have superpowers. So after we put everything back and we cleared everything away, we had like 2 or 3 bin bags full of cans and bottles and stuff, just everyone's mass amounts of drinks. That's what happens after a house party. No one clears up. You should see my living room right now. We needed a place to put them, so Toby said we'll just walk up to the bottle bank, and I don't think we quite realised how far away it was. It would have taken us about an hour to get there and then an hour to get back. That is a long ass walk, and I tell you what, we got a quarter of the way there and just decided that we weren't asked. So I made the intelligent suggestion, being the intellectual human being that I am, why don't we just put the bags down and walk away? Bags go here, we go there. So we go into this field, not a big field, not big enough to put a football pitch on anyway, but there was a large patch of grass and some trees, and it was next to some houses. So I thought this is the perfect place to just walk, put down, and continue. So we're walking through the field, looking at each other, looking around, feeling pretty suspicious, and we put the bags down and walked forwards. As soon as we put those bags down and started to walk, on our 2 o'clock, a man walking his dog, and I'm pretty sure he had his wife or his girlfriend or his sex partner with him, came out of an alleyway to walk the dog around the field. Big dog. Big hench bulldog, gonna chew your knee and hump your leg kind of fucker. And we just committed to the walking. We just put those bags down and we just walked. We got about 10 steps into like the back of a housing estate road thing. The second we got just out of shot, all we heard was this man scream at us. And if you've ever had a random man scream at you when you're 14, 15 years old, you shit yourself. And we did the only intelligent thing that 2 guys that went to a pretty decent school just outside of Cambridge could do. We fucking ran for it. Like, we ran for it. I don't run. Toby runs. He can run. He ran like a marathon. I cannot run. Left and right, then left and right, then round and onwards and this and that, and we stopped running, and I turned around and looked, and this guy is right behind us. He was gonna fuck us up. As soon as we saw him over the shoulder, we carried on running. We run. We turned into some alleyways. Despite the fact that I wanted to crawl up into a ball and die, he was still behind us, and he was gaining, and we were fucking terrified. So we ducked out of an alleyway onto Toby's street. There are people mowing the lawns, there are people washing the cars, there are people doing all sorts, you know. It was like a Saturday morning, and people used to do shit on a Saturday morning. Not round here in Luton, where people stab on a Saturday morning. People actually do nice sociable things on Saturday morning, and they spend the time in the street with their family, cleaning and polishing and being twats, and we were running away from a rapist. Toby's got his key out in his hand, running spear forwards towards the door. Toby's key goes in the lock, he turns it, the door flies open, Toby dives through, I dive through. As I dive through, I booted the door shut behind us so hard I'm surprised I didn't smash the window. All we were trying to work out was whether or not the guy had managed to come out of the alleyway with enough time to see us get into the door, and then we realised there are people in the street that had just watched us sprint across the road, dive through the front door, and flying fucking ninja kick the door shut. Have you seen two kids running through here? We could hear him through the window. That was the point where we thought we were dead. None of them saw us. Somehow, somewhere, two guys, one of which is freakishly tall, that dived through a front door, flying kicked it shut, had managed to do it in total stealth. Anyway, that's one of the many moronic things that we've done. Many moronic things that we've done. I'm gonna hit up a few more, record a few more at some point. Sorry I'm not being as consistent as I said I would. You gotta keep in mind, I'm in the 3rd year of my degree and the work is hefty. I'm working 4 days on and 4 days off. The days off I'm spending doing uni work, and the days on I'm working nights, so I'm sleeping a lot and it's just a pain in the ass. But I am gonna be doing a new thing, which hopefully you'll like, which is called the Weekly Rant, where I just whinge about things. Because believe me, I have a lot of things to whinge about. Like the video? If you do, remember to leave a comment, let me know about the penis and vagina thing, hit the subscribe button.